We're back. Episode 36. Is it 36, Kenny, already?
I believe
36.
so. I believe so.
Holy, we are on the road to 50. We're going to hit 50 by February 10th. And by doing so, we want you to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment, message us. If you ever want to be on the pod, don't hesitate to reach out. This one's brought to you by Celsius.
Or Jared will
yeah,
reach out.
Dozen, early and often. Orange one. It's the best. Go to Celsius, any store, gas station, you name it. And we're going to jump into today's episode. I'm kind of humming along early. I fucking love it. We got Kathleen. Thank you so much for coming on.
No one calls me Kathleen anymore. It's Kat. Thank you
Kat?
very much.
What about Katia?
No.
Little Katia. Do you remember that?
Let's not talk about that.
Sounds like she wants to forget. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was definitely some questionable things in high school that went on. Not by me. Not by me.
We could talk
Okay.
about that later.
We can talk about that later. But yeah, Kat, how have you been? Been a few weeks since I saw you. What you been up to?
It's been a few months since you've seen me. I've been good. I started working full-time. Well, technically part-time, but like at 3 different places, so I'm full-time. And, just I graduated, trying to be an adult. I'm in the medical field right now. I've been medical assisting at Northwell, the primary care, and then interning as like a patient liaison for HSS, which has been amazing. And HSS is a great hospital. We're the team physicians for the New York Giants, the Knicks, the Mets, USA Volleyball. It's pretty intense, so I definitely love being an image for them too, even though I'm not even halfway near where I'm going to be hopefully one day. But, just keeping busy, still play volleyball, a lot of volleyball, too much maybe, and still going out too.
Love it. I actually I finished watching the hockey games were over for like the matinee games. I want to say last Saturday or something. So I was like seeing what else sports was on, and I tuned into like the Oregon, Wisconsin volleyball game. Yo, they were ripping it around.
They have the finals today for the national chip. It's actually going to be Texas versus Nebraska, and I'm rooting for Nebraska. Go Big Red. Texas won it last year. Don't want to see them win it again. It's going to be a big day. And volleyball has been money-wise, more money has been going into it. Even Nebraska, when they played I don't know if you saw, they played in the outdoor stadium. They converted it into an indoor volleyball court.
I saw that shit was crazy. I've stayed there. I stayed at the hotel next to it and looked at the stadium. It's fucking bananas. It's crazy.
Really? You were there, right next door?
Not for that weekend, but I've been to Lincoln, Nebraska.
Oh, okay.
It's a fucking dope city. I love Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm the number 1 fan of Lincoln, Nebraska. No, I'm definitely not. But it's a really Nebraska, there's nothing to do. That downtown is it reminds me of shoot, I'm trying to think. Almost it was almost industrial, steampunk-esque with remind me of you're in a city, but it's also a throwback to the 70s, and it's kind of bustling, and you have that big stadiums right downtown. There's tequila bars, there's shit. We actually got hit on. Some guys hit on us at the tequila bar we're at.
Here he goes. I love how it started with the stadium and ended with, and we actually got hit on by some guys.
Well, we actually
the volleyball has been fucking crazy. Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
They had actually more viewers than their football team, which was crazy for that day.
Oh, their football team's ass.
Oh,
but no, but still props to volleyball. Cool, props to volleyball. That's not what I meant.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Why do girls volleyball? Why do they have the tightest, shortest shorts? The spandex.
Mobility.
What a question. Literally, why do you think? Should we be playing in sweatpants? Do you expect this? Why do swimmers wear wetsuits or whatever it's called? I don't know.
Bathing suit? Wait, for
no,
what?
They wear the skin tight ones.
For
the
surfing?
Swimmer.
Yeah. Swimming.
For swimming.
They don't wear they wear a bathing suit. It's more aerodynamic.
And it's super okay, exactly. Yeah, we wear tight shorts because we're not going to wear tight ass.
They wear booty shorts that are baggy and you don't see their
Soccer's outside.
And
Soccer's outside. They're not playing on a court. They're playing on grass. We're playing on gymnasium floors that we need a slide on.
so it can't have a little bit of
Like,
baggy
I don't.
short shorts like that? Listen, I ain't complaining. I'm
I
just
mean,
saying
if
it's preposterous.
exactly, like, what are you fighting for then? Why are we talking about this? Do you want to change? Because I don't. But
Listen, I'm here fighting for women's rights here. I mean, I'm on the good side here. I'm just
you,
saying.
women's rights? That's crazy. That's
I'm just saying, like,
Here we
so.
go.
Is this going to be a video full of lies? Because I've never seen you once fight for women's rights. Not that I'm fighting for them,
yeah, I mean, I'm
but
not fighting for women's rights. I was being a bit, it's a bit of a hyperbole there.
yeah,
But
because
I'm
equal
just
rights
saying,
is like equal fights, and no, thank you.
that's a good take right there.
Yeah, it's a good
No, but
take.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like it's not
W
necessary
chat.
that they wear that they wear like the tight spandex. I just think it's, but regardless, we can move forward. I just thought it was an interesting that
Well, now they're wearing leggings. Now it's officially allowed through like the NCAA that they can wear leggings. So the last like 3 years, most of the teams are like doing it. So you'll see both.
my head's in a bad space.
Interesting.
Bad space.
Oh
together,
God,
James.
I was just
Jared's
thinking
gonna be
about
at the next volleyball game.
No. I was just thinking about, like, you remember,
We
like,
go to Coastals.
no, I just was gonna say, like, do you remember just like seeing like you be walking around school and like the girls in like yoga pants are like, just like head up, fucking tunnel vision, baby.
No, it's not. It's not the yoga pants. It's those hippie pants.
Yes.
You
Those
know
are
the pants with
dangerous.
that design.
It
Those.
gets you in trouble.
And you know who had them? Miss Richards. Miss Richards was always wearing those yoga like hippie pants.
Usually we don't do name calls, but
Yeah.
fuck it.
What? Jared has a semi now because I'm talking about Miss Richards and her yoga
What I
pants.
was saying we usually don't name drop. You could have said like a teacher in middle school or something.
Oh,
But it's
we
fine.
don't?
No,
Oh my
I mean
God.
just for some names. You're fine. Either one. It's not a big deal what you said.
It's not. I love her. She loves me. It's fine.
No, yeah. Actually, she was with Odyssey of the Mind. I used to do Odyssey of the Mind. No, that wasn't Miss
OM?
Richard. That was shoot, who was it?
Miss
8th grade
Pross.
Earth teacher. No, Miss Pross too, but the other one, the other 8th grade science teacher that did OM as well. I forget her name. They really stacked the OM teachers, man. Those dads at OM were fucking having one. I mean, but we haven't even gotten past.
When are you guys coming out with like merch? Is there like Sunday Chirps cups, mugs, like hats?
I don't know. Maybe if we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube with the golf
Yeah.
channel,
Okay.
just until we garner like a large enough following that people like want to buy merch. Maybe we were thinking about maybe coming out with some hats and then just giving them to people that come on as guests,
I
stuff
feel
like
like
that.
a bucket hat would be cool.
Do people wear
That'd be fire.
bucket hats anymore?
Yeah.
Maybe on the beach,
If
but I
it's a
feel
Sunday
like
Chirps one, they will.
Yeah. Are you ever on the beach? Like well, I'm always on the beach, so I like.
You're also a volleyball
it's
player.
pretty
That's a
normal for me.
bucket hat. Volleyball is bucket hats.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of bucket. I have one like literally right next to me from the Michelle O'Neill.
It's like I'm learning to drink for the first time. But wait, so you're working in the hospital. You got some to the Giants. We might have put a little wager on Saquon to hit the over on rushing yards, and we need a Giants dub with Tommy Coldcuts. So can you influence that all for us?
My
Maybe.
boy, Tommy DeVito. No, I mean they're not injured, so I'm not seeing them at all. I probably wouldn't even see them if they were injured because they're high profile cases. But all I know is that I'm also rooting to eat some chicken cutlets if that happens. I had chicken cutlets last week after that amazing dub. I'm not even a Giants fan, but you know, for the whole energy behind it, I'm for it.
It's awesome.
Obviously.
Yeah, Zach Wilson and Tommy DeVito, like the offensive players of the week last week. What are we doing?
I don't know. Typical New York.
I think it's a little bit over the top what they're doing, the coverage of like Tommy DeVito and all the Italian. Like they're kind of, I think they're almost making a mockery of like the Italian. It's getting a little too much.
I don't think it is a mockery. I think it's
great.
like, I think it's just hitting at like what traditional Italians like what they used to be like kind of seen as. And I think it's great because Tommy DeVito, like he's not going to get paid as much as he probably should be paid because he's probably getting some bonuses, but even then, like good for him. Let him
Yeah.
get his money, like, off
Oh yeah.
his identity, like, whatever he
Yeah,
has to do.
definitely. No, just I think it's a little bit over the top, but who am I to say? I mean, it's like, and I think the NFL is over publishing. Like they find their story and then they fucking run into the ground. Like Taylor Swift for like 5 weeks, I couldn't see a fucking highlight of
that
football
was
on the
stupid.
NFL page,
Yeah.
and now it's like all I
Just
see
Taylor.
is like it's not like Tommy DeVito threw 3 touchdown passes. It's like this, and then he's fucking hammering cutlets, the fucking spread at the tailgate. I'm like, what about his highlights? He rushed like 85
Yeah,
yards.
but they're only showing him though, but because he's doing great. If he was doing shit, we wouldn't see or know of his name.
Mm-hmm. But I'm
Like,
saying
there's a positive connotation behind it.
they're under posting his highlights and they're over posting his culture. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Which look, it's cool. Like Italian culture's always been cool. Like his agent looking like a fucking 70s mobster is fucking insane.
It's awesome.
That was great.
So, I mean, who am I to say? But Kenny, how you been? How you doing? I definitely see you
Good.
plenty.
You know how I've been. Yeah.
Any good work?
Don't you
stories?
guys live
Another
together?
one.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
in the room over
We just
there.
get sick of each other sometimes, so we stay in our rooms. I mean, golf was a doozy yesterday. Jared got hammered. I had to go
Normal.
to fucking work.
Sounds like a normal day of golf.
That was fun.
You know what we've been on? We've been on a peanut butter
We
whiskey
didn't go out
kick.
this weekend.
Peanut butter what?
Peanut butter
Whiskey.
whiskey kick.
Whiskey. Oh, screwball?
Yeah, actually, we got a
Basically,
knockoff.
just a
We got
knockoff, huh?
Rams.
You have to do. No, you got to do peanut butter whiskey with
Jelly.
grape. It's called Chambord. It's like a jelly liquor.
Liqueur,
Like we'll do
yeah.
peanut butter jelly shots before the bars. It's so good, the mix.
We did them straight. We were just fucking hammering screwball. I mean, screwball. It was
Yeah,
a
that's
knockoff.
also okay.
It was Rams peanut butter whiskey or something like that.
It was the same percent. Tasted
I
the
love it.
same.
I love that and Crown Royale. I love Crown.
Honestly, Crown
So
Royal
good.
Apple mixed with the peanut butter whiskey could be good.
Apple. Or Crown Vanilla with like Diet Coke. Fire.
Godiva has a chocolate liqueur that'd probably be good with screwball. But what was I gonna say? Let's move forward to so what's it called? We went me golf yesterday morning. Pretty nice course, I'd say. Probably got top 10 in the Myrtle Beach area. And then I went and I played another fucking round after. Kenny went to work and I played another 18.
Just crazy.
It was great. I got to be outside all day.
I don't know if I could have even if I didn't work.
Yeah.
36 holes is a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
18 is a lot sometimes.
I think I shot like 164.
So were you by yourself the second time?
Yeah, I was just calling people. I was calling friends, just talking. Could have called. I don't know. Called my buddy Eli. Well, I'll have to have Eli on again soon. He moved out to Kansas City.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. He's a hockey buddy from Fort Lauderdale. Dude, my old team in Fort Lauderdale, they got into a fucking brawl in the men's league game because one guy got fucking cracked. Like, there's no hitting in men's league, and they just came across just an elbow to the fucking head and just lowered his shoulder. Holy!
Wait, did you guys see that video of that hockey player who like got his like neck, who died like with the skate?
That was Adam Johnson.
That shit was crazy. Mm-hmm. Is the other guy like is he actually getting sued? The guy who like hit him?
I don't know. I think
I really followed up to watch. It's kind of just unfortunate.
Yeah, super sad.
But now moving forward,
I saw that he was like getting investigated, but yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. My mom was like, "Jared, you running neck guard when you play hockey?" I'm like, "No, Mom, I'm not." But also the neck guard is not going to do that much, and they have no like. I'm wearing a full cage down to my shoulder pads. My gap in my neck is very small compared to them.
Yeah.
So
I didn't wear one all in college for 4 years of college. I never wore one.
Wait, where'd you go to college, Kenny?
Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, a good volleyball team.
I actually got what's it called?
Went to some games.
I was gonna say, in a beer league game the other day, I got flipped over, and I was like, my head was on the ice and my skates were in the air, and I was just like freezing to hold them as still as possible. I was like, I can't cut anyone, can't cut anyone, can't cut anyone. I just like slowly maneuvered as slow
How'd
as
you
I
get
could.
in that?
I got tripped.
Position.
I got tripped and then hit, and
Must
then I
have been a
kind of
bad
just
trip.
like tumbling. Yeah. Dude, they're fucking hammering me. These guys were fucking pests. They tried to what's it called? They complained to me to the league.
Is he
Well,
frozen?
I opened up a Twitch account and I'm hoping to start streaming Fortnite.
Ooh, I'll join.
I know. I'm not even that good. I'm not even good.
All about
But
the entertainment.
I feel like I just have the funniest conversations when I'm playing Fort. Like, and if I'm honestly, people can try to cancel me. You can only get canceled if you care about being canceled. Like, I'm not gonna care. I'm not gonna really make it anything.
I love it.
I can't play it anymore. They went to this new version and I can't stand it. I would like, give me the OG one. They had that for like a week and a half. That's what I
It
want.
just sucks. That's why.
No, because then I played the original one for like however long it was out, and then like not being able to swim in like the water, I was like, this is crazy. I'm getting stuck in Loot Lake. Like, come on.
They had all these fancy guns in now with the attachments, and like I don't know the guns. I'm like, I'm too lazy to learn. I'm like, give up.
Nah, it's not even that bad. They're just some nuts, but
it's too time consuming too. I end up spending way too many hours on Fortnite.
I do. Yep. When I started really playing like the last few months, and I realized how sucked into it. Like I get it now. I'm like, girls get mad at their boyfriends. I'm like, I literally won't go out just to play Fort. Like after this, I'll probably play Fort all day.
Like we're just like that's what we used to do. We used to like, oh, you're not going out. Like, oh, just get the buddies, couple brewskis, and just get fucking trashed on Fortnite. That was COVID for me. I just get fucking hammered on Fortnite.
That's how I learned how to play with you and Robbie.
Yeah.
I got my Switch. I even have it right here. And then once they don't let my Switch, I don't know why, it's just stopped letting me join your servers. So then I had to use a PS4. So now I'm on there.
Oh yeah. But no, I think we should move forward to first segment of the day, and we've got the top 3 drink to order at the bar, to order period, restaurant, bar, wherever, like your top 3 favorite drink, and it's presented to you by Celsius. Just crisp.
Thank you, Celsius.
So, without further ado, Catherine, you're our guest. Would you like to start us off?
Yeah. Do you want me to go like 1, 2, and 3? Because it's really hard. I would order any of them. It's just on the given day. It's what I'm feeling most.
So yeah, I feel that. You're gonna go 3. You're number 3. You're number 2. You're number 1. And then at the end, once we all go through, it's gonna be we'll all give an honorable mention as our 4th, essentially.
Oh, okay. Honorable mention. Okay. My 3. Shit, I didn't even rank them. I just wrote 3. Okay, maybe for 3, I would go, because I won't do this often, but when I do it one night, I'll do it the whole night. It's a whiskey sour. I love me a good whiskey sour. I don't tend to drink dark liquors unless it is a whiskey sour.
Okay.
But like, it's just a great drink. I mean, it makes me feel really old in the night. Like I feel like that girl who has like a dark, when a girl has like a dark colored drink, you're like something like she's that girl. So yeah, that's definitely my 3. Do you want me to say my 2, or we're gonna all go around Sarah 3?
No, go 3, 2, 1, and then we'll follow suit.
My 2 is gonna be vodka pineapple seltzer. It's actually a recent one. No, it's vodka pineapple with a splash of seltzer. And I just really like it. It tastes like cotton candy to me. I don't know, it's sweet. I don't like vodka unless it's in a mix. I don't get vodka crayons, and I just don't drink them at all. I think I just had too many of them in my life so far. So I do vodka pineapple seltzers. And then my number 1.
Wait, hold on a minute. Before you go to the next one, you said vodka pineapple seltzer tastes like cotton candy to you?
Yeah, to me it does. I don't know why. Well, this weekend it did. So I'm going off my flavor profile for this weekend. But my number 1, I wouldn't get this if I'm like out in a bar, like getting hammered one night. Like if we're going out to eat and we're getting hammered at the restaurant, I'm getting a margarita, like with salt. Always gonna get a marg. If there's a flavor, I'm gonna go like mango, passion fruit. But I just love margs. I make them at home. I'm a bartender, so I make them all the time. So Call me a margarita connoisseur because I'm really picky on them, but I enjoy them.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, those are my top 3.
Go ahead.
Kenny, want to take us away?
Yeah, I'll go.
me away.
So I only really drink like 2 different things at the bar, but my number 3 is not something you drink all night or you'll probably have a heart attack. It's like 1 drink when you walk in, you need a little pick me up of vodka Red Bull.
Yeah.
You know, need a little pick me up, go on a late night. At my 2 and 1 could easily be either way, like Kat said, any given night, depends how I feel. 2 Miller and 1 Captain and Coke.
That's a good one.
So yeah,
Oh
that's me. That's just me.
yeah.
I like that.
Um,
I'm a Diet Coke girl, but if you drink Diet Coke, it actually gets you drunk faster. There's actually a chemical process behind it. I'm not going to explain it, but drinking Diet Coke gets you drunker fast.
Interesting.
nice little tidbit right
Change that
there.
to Captain Diet Coke.
And no sugar.
That's true.
Well, I'm sure whatever this substitute is isn't great either, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Definitely
All right, number 3. I'm going with a little shout out to where we're from. I'm going the Long Island iced tea. Don't get them often,
Wow.
but I actually regret not getting them often. Funny story. Robbie and I went to a bar in outside of where the Panthers play before. It was like a mojito bar, but we got a Long Island iced tea. They're like, "Oh, do you want a large one?" So we got a large one, and we split it 2 straws like fairies. This was the biggest drink I've ever seen in my life. It must have been a half-gallon Long Island iced tea, and we got wasted. 1 drink, the 2 of us, and we're both big fellas. Like, we got wasted off 1 drink. It was just massive. It must have been like a full bottle, maybe a bottle and a half of liquor, and we were fucking.
Some states have like drinking limits, and like that wouldn't be allowed in specific states, especially because Long Island itself, it's like vodka, tequila, rum, gin, triple sec, like so much fucking liquor. So I'm surprised they make those. People probably get fucked up off that.
We got fucked up. Robbie was dancing with the fucking waitress in front of like the mariachi band. Like it was a fucking shit show.
I miss him. Kenny, you've hung out with Robbie before, right? I'm assuming.
I don't think so.
You guys have what the?
Are you Rose Cat?
Robbie has to come up and visit you.
Yeah.
You guys have.
Well, I might move
you guys have to all hang out. Yeah, and you should move back, Kenny. You too. What's going on? So you're just living in. You guys are just in the Carolinas for a little bit more, or you both intend on coming back?
I mean, if Kenny, we're looking for a little role for Kenny. So if Kenny gets a nice little sales gig, we could be out to New York as soon as who knows.
Yep.
So
later to this lease, but
yeah,
Jared will be back soon.
So,
and I'm following him for New Year's, so
exactly.
Be back in town soon.
Yeah, you got any good New Year's plans, Kat?
No, I actually have a tournament the day before, so we'll see. Yeah, but normally I just have a tournament, shower, and then I'm good to go. Like yesterday, I had a tournament all day. And every time, there's always like I always go out 1 day of the week. I make that like pretty okay. Like even if it's just like going out to eat, but like getting drinks. Mm-hmm. But I already did that on Friday because we had our sport time. It's the club I coach for. We had our like employee party at Minnesota, so we had an open bar there, and I had to play the next day. But I got home at 5. And I had to wake up at 7:30 to leave to play volleyball. So that was a lot. But I'm just used to it. I'm built different. It's when you're from Long Beach, it's just ingrained in your DNA. I like to have that sort of schedule.
That's built different. But let me move forward. Number 2, we're going to Moscow Mule. It's fucking classy. It's classic. Tastes good.
Wow.
Timeless.
I was debating putting a Kentucky Mule, but I love the Moscow Mule. You know, my inner Russian in me loves the Moscow Mule. Moving forward. Number 1.
What?
It's my favorite drink.
Never mind. Keep going.
I'm going with, don't need to specify the beverage, I'm going bourbon on the rocks. My favorite drink to order. I don't always order the same bourbon, but
Wow.
really, you give me Angel's Envy, give me Maker's Mark. Those are probably my
Makers.
go-to. But I'd take like an Old Forester, Wild Turkey, Whistle Pig, anything. Any good quality bourbon, right around 100 proof. That's my sweet spot. The 100 proof bourbon.
Damn.
But yeah, what do we got? Honorable mentions, boys and girls.
Honorable mentions. You guys brought up some good choices, like the
I'll go
Captain
vodka
Coke.
Red Bull for mine.
I love
Vodka Red
Captains
Bull's
and Coke,
mine.
Moscow Mules. I'm trying to think of something that you guys haven't said yet.
You're trying to think of what?
Something we haven't said. With a lime. It has to be with a lime.
Of course.
Honestly, a little summer shandy. That might be my honorable
Ooh.
mention.
You know what that made
Yeah.
me think of? When I said the ooh, that part, Miss Hall, remember she'd go, ooh.
Jared's so bent on always talking about high school. We can't ever not talk about high
The
school.
high school days were so fun.
It was your peak, maybe. You
I
peaked in
haven't
high
even
school.
begun to peak yet. Who are you kidding?
Yeah? Yeah, once you settle down, I think that's when your peak will start.
Yeah. Nah, I need like a wife because she needs to keep me in check. That's what I need.
And she needs to give you the time. Why?
Lady,
Because the clock's always in the...
wait,
There's always a
what?
clock in the kitchen.
I did not know where to go that.
You used to always say that joke. You're the one who taught me that. That's why I said it. I figured you would know it.
The time? No, I don't think I said that one. I
You
think
have literally said that so many times to me. You've been like, Kat, what time is it? And I was like, I don't know. You're like, oh, I thought there's always a clock in the kitchen.
oh, that does sound like me. I think the other one was what I used to say, how come women don't have driver's license? I think that was one of them. One of them I used to say, and like, there's no road
You
between.
had a whole bunch of them. And you would say them like so confidently and like so loud in whatever class we were in. Remember, like once you probably definitely said something, and then I think I hit you, and then you hit me back. But Miss Hall only saw you hit me, so she was like, "Kat, do what you need to do. I'm gonna turn around for like 10 seconds." So she turned around, and then I smacked you across the head.
I was an ass in class. I really was.
My favorite ass.
The shit we used to do was crazy in high school. Like that I
Yeah.
got away with. Especially were you in the class with Miss no, history, Miss Quinn.
No,
You
I
used
used to
come
come
you used to
in for like 15 minutes and stay there.
Oh, there was one time I was I think I was talking with Joe, or maybe it was Dima or Brett, and I called him a slut. I just yelled across the room like, "Shut up, you slut!"
You called me and Emma and Charlotte and Riley, all of us sluts. You're like, what up, slut? We'd be like, okay. No
This
reaction
definitely will not
anymore.
look good. It was in a playful manner. It wasn't meant seriously.
I'm
No
just
way you're
kidding.
gonna
I wasn't even a slut in high school, so it didn't fucking affect me.
no one's really a slut in high school.
That you're the part of the reason why girls were sluts, so you can't even.
What do you mean?
Jared, left and right, Jared, you were doing. I'm not gonna judge you. I don't care. You're my friend. I don't care. I'll still fight for you,
I was
but
not like that in high school. Maybe college, I'll take the L here. High school?
the thing is, Jared, once you grew, like once you were like no longer classified as short, then it was like your ego. Honestly, you always had an ego, but everyone thought it was like a little kid ego. Like, remember, all the seniors used to be like, Jared, like, come here. Oh my God, you're so cute. And you were literally getting bitches for the wrong reason, for like a reason other than what you wanted. But I think you having the height, then it was actually working.
I love this little tire thump. Just love it.
Hey,
No,
not boosting his ego anymore. Next question.
Freshman Friday.
Yeah.
I got so many dead arms and dead legs from like the seniors. I was getting like, I go to the bathroom and then just be like getting fucking tossed against like the walls and shit. which I feel like doesn't happen nowadays.
Wait, do you remember during stats, Kenny, me, Jared had the same stats class with like my older brother, like Alec Rovitz. It was just like a good class. Like no one was annoying in that class. Everyone was good, and obviously we had a bowling trip though, and it was like they merged both stats classes, and so we're all on the bus. I think there were two buses, but somehow like me, Jared, Alec Rovitz, my brother, like Cooper, we were all on the same bus, and they wanted to play like red light or whatever it was. And of course, first to go is Jared. So every person on that bus had something against Jared because he was either annoying or like on their hockey team. So me and Emma were like, all right, like once Jared started, like all the girls were even like getting invested, like not letting him in. And I don't, did you hit the light? I know I have videos of it, but I don't remember if you actually, I don't think you did because there were just so many people on your ass.
I was like getting stopped by like the D line, and then like the edge
That's me right here.
Come off the edge, and they'd like give me like gut punches too, like ugh, like just like little fucking liver shots. Oh,
that's when I think your head was bald that time because you like had hockey.
Yeah, probably. No, I had some good haircuts. I'm trying to think. There's some soft. It was Rovitz. Rovitz gave me mine sophomore year. He gave me the arrow. Freshman year, it was. I don't know who gave it to me freshman year, but they did one line down the middle and then one line down the sides, and I just looked like retarded.
Remember when you had Ang? Like they put an arrow, or was that?
Yeah, that was Rovitz. Rovitz. That was the.
He actually came over my house like a few days ago because, so obviously, wait, I'm scared to say shit now. Am I gonna get canceled? No, you can't get canceled. But he wanted a cheaper haircut, so he started going to my brother's like Spanish barbers in Island Park, and normally he goes and he'll like FaceTime me and he'll be like, oh, which one, like do it, and in case he needs a translator. But last week he FaceTimes me, and as he's calling me, like I go to pick up and I hear my front door, and then I hear his voice, and he just walks into my house. Like Spanish households, that's not normal because we just have like, we're a little more conservative. So he just walks into my house and he goes, Kat, you have to tell me, like, how bad is it? I'm like, what? And then he turns around. The worst fade I've ever seen on somebody. It was just a line, like so bad. And he goes, take a picture. So I take a picture of the back, and then I go and take a picture of the side. And immediately he goes like this to cover his nose when I'm taking the side profile picture. It was so funny. I was weak. Oh my God. Like there was no pause or anything. I go on the side. He's like, yeah.
You got the schnoz.
Yeah. And then he had a fucked up haircut on top of it.
Maybe that's what he did on purpose. It'll hide how big his nose is by having a terrible haircut.
God, it was so bad.
Oh my God, that's amazing. So wait, honorable mention for drinks. What are you guys going with? You the Corona and you had the.
I said my summer shandy.
That's right. We did finish that. No, that was crazy. I'm trying to think what other high school stories were wild.
I mean, you could tell them why. You could tell them the episode. What was it? A Family Guy that Simo said. Kenny, you know Simo, right? Like our Russian teacher. Oh, mine has names.
Name, but whatever. It is what it is. That's fine. We'll roll with it. I don't know if it was
just a cultural difference.
Yeah, we could go with that.
It might have been another math teacher.
So,
but, you know.
Do you want to tell us
you can tell us. I don't care.
Okay, so in Family Guy, they always do like crazy shit. For some reason, I think I was talking about the Family Guy Club in class, and like we put it on the smart board. Smart board.
But you need to give the fans a backstory of Simo, like what type of a backstory of the teacher.
He's a very
Can you beep that out?
I could get it. Honestly, it's fine. No one's getting canceled. This is years ago. There's no proof it even happened. But basically he's I don't what do you say? He's very Russian, moved
He's
here.
he's a very like authentic Russian, FOTB, like fresh off the boat. Like whenever he ran his class, I would say like maybe out of the 42 minutes, 20 of it was actually like learning. The other 20 was like the process of getting students in and him like doing whatever show because he was a character. Like specifically with Jared, because you guys
I got
probably
kicked
know
out
Jared's
every fucking
personality
day.
best. Jared would get kicked, like and this I think began one day because me and Jared would like fight always. It was just play fighting, but one time he did it, I think for the first time, and Simo saw it, and Simo asked me, he goes, "Katya, like Jared no good today?" And I was like, "No, really annoying today." He goes, "Should he go to the library?" I'm like, "Yep." So then from that point on, every day, like literally every fucking day, he'd be like, "Katya, Jared, good or bad today?" And every day I would send Jared to the library. Every day. It was so funny. And I thought there would be a point where like someone would be like, not even ask me, or like not even, or even if I sent them too many times, be like, "No, Jared, stay." No. It took like Jared to be like, "I can't miss another day. I'm falling behind." For
He'd be like,
Simo to be like, "Okay." No, he said, "Okay, sit outside and watch from the window." So he had you sit outside the doors and learn through the window.
he'd be like, he'd whistle like to the door, go,
Yep.
take your ass to the
Literally,
fucking
no
library.
way. And so Simo was just this character, like whenever he took a sip from his water bottle, he'd be like, "Ah, Doc, Grey Goose." Maybe it was Grey Goose. I don't think it was, but it never really was. But he was just so funny. And so one day he brings up this Family Guy episode. Jared, you can finish it.
Yeah, he always had like all the gestures and stuff. He'd be like, "Oh my gosh." Oh, and also the dresses thing too. Like girls would get fucking points on their tests for wearing like dresses instead of not wearing normal clothes. Like, oh,
If
like
a
oh, you want
girl like not exactly like that, but like if they were athletes and they had we would dress up for the games, he'd be like, "Ooh, Doc, game today?" He's like, "I can tell dress." And he'd give us a SEMO buck, which were points on the test. Like if you collected SEMO bucks, you got points on. But sometimes he would pick on people who like just wore like a nice dress. It wasn't like a
Alec wore a
slutty dress, but
Alec wore a dress for bonus points one time. He's like, if the girls can do it,
yeah, and
I'm
he
gonna
got
do it. And he wore a fucking dress from Riley, I think. I don't know.
no. Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
I'm trying to
funny.
think. Oh, so with the Family Guy story, this was I want to say it was in Italy. They're like, this is where Family Guy they go to Italy, or Spain, something
No,
like.
I think it was Spain, or they were like looking for a cleaner or something. And Peter, well, first off, Seema goes, Katia, I need to show you, like, you remind me of someone I saw on TV. And so he pulls up Family Guy, him on his own, like no help needed. Normally Seema needs help on the computers, but he pulls it up, and like it's Peter, and he's like, "Oh, and look at the girl I found," and it's like someone with a heavy accent, probably a Spanish accent, dark features, but like she's in a red tight dress and has like triple D's, like out coming out of the dress, and she's going like this, and he goes, "Yeah, you reminded me of her."
No,
And
she was going like this. She
everyone
looked this. Ta 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 ta.
like I would
Yeah,
pull up the episode if I could. I don't know how this thing works, but
you could share your
um,
screen if you want.
my screen.
You should be able to. I could pull it up too if you want.
YouTube.
But it was definitely not appropriate. Yeah, Italian teacher. That's what it was.
Oh, it
Here, I'll
was
share my
Italian.
screen.
Yeah, share your screen.
Uh, this is what it was.
Love it here. Riding the bike around town
Can you
isn't
see
paying
it?
the bills, and the kids aren't learning anything at that Italian school.
Look at these big ones. Ah!
Is this calculus?
I don't.
This is in our
Oh
pre-calc
my
class too, by the way.
god.
Definitely not
So they
appropriate.
showed us that. And then Simo says a lot of things and I never get caught off. I'm like, fucking Simo. But this time I was like, what? Like I was speechless. Everyone looked at me and then after 5 seconds of like the boys looking at each other, they started like whispering and laughing and like I was like, oh my god, like fucking Simo, yeah.
No, I'm trying to think what other high school stories. No, I'm not gonna say the name. History teacher senior year, I used to go and like
Mhm.
I wouldn't say I flirted, but like I definitely was being, a bit of a teacher's pet
You
slash
flirted.
like flirt. I flirted a bit. And I would be like I'd partner with like Emma or I'd partner with like the teacher for our projects and like just get away with it. I'd just go to like her extra help and like hang out with her like in the afternoon. It was just it's how you get by, you know?
You really had that dog in you.
I think we Snapchatted her one night at a
Good.
party at your house.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what a
FaceTimed her
time.
and she didn't answer.
Mm.
How about, are we allowed to talk about an English teacher from junior year? Have you ever,
I'm in love with her.
or is that too much?
Yeah, just say English teacher. I wouldn't just don't name her name. What do you have?
No, I think I don't want to say the whole story because I can't. But
Which
I
story?
feel like of the main story about her.
Oh, okay. I mean, honestly, that's a pretty fucking good story. I would just say it, right? What's the worst case scenario?
Me say it?
I don't know. I feel like it's not that bad. It's truthful. It's the truth. We're not making it up.
It is, but next.
I'll fucking say it. Fuck it, right? Basically, there's this teacher, and she married with kids. By the way, the kids are adorable. He used to come to surf camp with me, and I teach him to surf. The cutest kid. First of all, she'd come by, drop off at surf camp in bikini, and like my jaw would hit the fucking floor. She was good looking. That is part of the story, I'd say. But she and her husband ended up getting divorced.
Yeah.
And one of her old students, she ended up remarrying. She turned like lesbian and then remarried a student that graduated like 6 years ago, which is pretty fucking wild. And she would be flirting with Ryan and I all the time in class. And then Eddie Verona too. Oh my god.
Ew, no.
Eddie Verona would flirt with her. He'd be like,
oh, I thought she was flirting with. I don't think she even flirted with you guys. Isn't she?
Okay, she's a little bit nicer to us, I would say, though, than other students.
I think she would get annoyed by you. Well, every female teacher flirted with Ryan. That's known.
Love it.
He just has that complex. But I remember when Ryan used to call all of us broads, and Dr. Gonzalez, or someone like got really mad at him, and I was like, he's been doing this forever, and they were like, what? And you let him call you that? I'm like, care less. Like, me and these broads already finished the group project.
I think Eddie Verona would come in with his Trump 2016 full merch every day, make America great again. That suit, the red.
I love him.
He's
Eddie Verona. He's so cool.
He'd be like, so-and-so, you look so beautiful today. He'd come in and say this like every day, which is very inappropriate to say to a teacher. But
oh my god, he was like that. But he didn't mean it. He was just like, oh, I just wanted to let you know.
You're just being nice. No, you're just being a
he was so sweet.
Like, you know what term I've been trying to use more? Just in general. You ever heard the term soup to nuts?
No.
It's a great term. But I've been trying to, I think it just sounds so good.
Soup to nuts. When do you use it?
It just means beginning to end. Like, oh, you told the story from soup to nuts. It's just like a great term. I fucking love it.
I've never heard that before. Like
I think
how
it's in the
like what you
workforce
start
of
off eating.
common. What do you say, Kat? Yeah.
I just don't get soup to nuts. I don't understand it at all.
I don't know where it comes from. Now I'm curious, but I think it just sounds funny. It's like, oh, yeah, tell a story from soup to nuts. Origin. Let's see what it is. It's an American English idiom that conveys the meaning from beginning of end, derived from the description of a full course. Soup to nuts.
Oh, you start with soup and you end with nuts for a full course?
I guess so.
That's some English shit because I don't
I think it derived from the
do
late
that.
1800s. I'm not sure.
I love soup.
I don't know. It's a
Mm.
good term now. Here's a little tidbit for you, a little fun fact. Did you know bananas are a berry?
Yeah, I did. They have seeds in
Right,
them.
well, fuck me, I guess. Um, I'm trying to think any crazy stories. We used to go to Starbucks all the time and study.
Oh my god. I have two not funny, but like stories about Starbucks. First one, I'll just get it out of the way. There's like this one guy who used to always come to Starbucks. I thought he was homeless, but apparently not. Had a beard. I remember him so vividly because it would be me and like four, maybe like six other girls. Like we were just a crew. We just hang out at Starbucks after school. And this guy always gave me like the heebie-jeebies. Like I thought something was wrong with him. And something was wrong with him because one day we went in like normal. I think it was actually probably later than usual. He was on his computer next to the fireplace, straight up watching porn on his laptop and like touching himself in the middle of Starbucks.
How did he not get
And
fucking tossed out of there?
I think it was just so late at night. The workers were cleaning. They didn't, and he was like kind of to the side, like. But for me, whenever I passed by him, I always like looked at him to make sure he wasn't looking at me. And when I looked and I saw what was going on, I was like, I went back upstairs because we were at the higher one. I was like, guys, that guy is doing something sus right now, like, and we all were like, ew, like, oh my god, that's so gross. It is fucking gross, but like, so weird.
I feel like
That's
our
my
high
first story.
school.
My second one,
Oh, go ahead.
No,
No, go
my
ahead.
second story was I almost got into a fight with someone's girlfriend. It was just this cute boy behind the counter at Starbucks, and I was like 14 at the time, and I put him on my Snapchat private story, and one of these bitches on my private story was fake as fuck because they knew his girlfriend, and they apparently like knew him, and they sent it to her, and he was like 24, 26, like he was older than us. He was just cute, and one of the next few times we go, he's working, and I'm there sitting, and we're all getting up to leave actually, and she comes in, she goes, oh, you're the girl that put him on your story. Like, you can't take pictures of him. And I turned around immediately because I had no idea what she was talking about at first. I was like, me? Like, yeah, like, it's uncomfortable for me knowing that, like, you're taking pictures of him. And I was like, I was really mean. I was like, I don't care. Like, I told her straight up, I was like, I don't care about whatever you have to say. I was like, I can think he's cute and you can't do anything about it. Like, I was so mean. And now, like, I wouldn't say that. Well, I also wouldn't do that now. But I remember I don't think she was expecting me to say that because I was so young. And she was easily like 8 years older than me. But she was standing there and I just walked around her and I left with them. And like all the girls were like, what'd she say? And what happened? Because I don't think they heard it. But I didn't even get in a fight, but I was being stupid and I was mean to someone just covering for their boyfriend.
I have a question. If a girl adds you to their private story, what does that insinuate? Like, do you think she's showing?
Okay, if private stories are still a thing, get rid of it because I don't use Snapchat unless it's to see my flashbacks. Like genuinely, that's the only thing I use it for, to see if like what was happening like 5, 4, 3 years ago today. And I don't do streaks anymore. I think that's just part of like me not having time. One, maybe if I was home more, I'd do it, but I just feel like it's a younger thing now.
I have a streak with like one
So if you're
person.
going off and you're gonna fuck that girl, right?
I don't know. I was just curious. I got added to
You
a girl's
probably
private.
are. Like that's what you're probably using it for.
I have a streak with
He's
like
out here
one
looking
girl.
for a wife.
I am looking for a wife.
That's okay.
Guilty.
If you have like a group chat, then that's like fine. But like, I don't go out of my way to make connections on Snapchat. Like, if I meet someone
No,
new, I'm not Snapchatting them
no,
to
no,
like
no,
get
no.
closer.
Yeah, I've like
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I like snap my buddy's girlfriend, and like we're just like friends, and like for whatever
Hmm.
reason, I've had a streak with her for the last like 5 years, and it just keeps going on and off. I lose it all the time, but I don't really worry. Super random too, but that's not what I brought the question up for.
I have a
Oh
question for the boys after. Sorry.
no, go ahead. I have another question later, but go ahead.
Okay, so I know guys want girls to make the shot. They're like, yo, if a girl shoots her shot, like they'll make 99% of it. Whereas like if a guy's shooting a shot, like I don't know what the percentage is on that, but definitely much less. How would you guys, if you're at the gym or like anywhere, how would you want or what should a girl say to have an effective chance at like you saying
Anything?
yes? Or is it like always a yes? Just but
Yeah,
like if they
listen.
say hi, I feel like okay, because I feel like the guy has to be like not now, but like I feel like maybe a few years back. I've never done it, but I feel like if I were to say hi to someone, and what would they say back? Like they're not expecting me to say hi. They just say hi back and that's it. Like
I
I feel like
wouldn't.
it's really hard.
So the gym's a tricky spot because, especially from a guy, like you don't want to intimidate a girl. Like from the guy's perspective, you don't want to like ever intimidate her. Like it's good for her working out. Nowadays there are not really enough clothes at the gym, which is a separate issue, totally. But
Issue. Kenny
yeah,
agrees. For you
I would,
guys,
especially if you go to a crowd.
who is it?
I was like, but I'd say, especially if you go to a crowded gym, I'd say the best thing you could do, I would ask to hop in on a set with them. Like if like they're doing say like a whatever like a a tricep pull down. You're like, hey, can I work in with you? And then that'd be an easy little transition. As you see people more too, you become familiar. I don't know. The only thing I can think of really for like guy and a girl, like maybe leaving a note on her car. You knew which car was hers. Be like, hey, like I saw you in the gym. Like I didn't want to interrupt you. Like
Mhm.
you grinding, but like I thought you were really pretty. Like I was wondering if I could give you my number. In worst case now she throws
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's a tricky one, the gym. But also like meeting girls, like you're probably gonna meet a better quality girl at the gym than you will at the bar. So I don't know. So speaking of, I was
Yeah,
talking with
I
my
haven't.
you what?
No, I was just gonna comment and say that, yeah, like at the bars, like if a guy comes up to me at the bar, I'm like normally I would 80% of the time, no, 90% I'm just like, no. Like honestly, that's one because I feel like they're not they're normally not the best looking guys coming up to me at the bar and I feel bad, but it's either that or like they're fucked up coming up to me and like they look good, but like they're just so fucked up. I'm like, no, this is gross. Like you're not. But there's never a good time. Like I've never had anything come. Like I've never been on a date with someone from the bar ever. I'm
Have
also
you been
young,
on a one night
guys.
stand from
Still
the bar?
growing. Um, I have to think about that because no, I've never. I don't.
No
I
way.
don't got
You've
my
never had a
sex.
one night stand after a bar?
No, like I've if it was like maybe I met them like days ago or like I've known them for a few weeks but never really had like a thorough night with them where like we hung out. Like I just can't. I can't. Like I
Yeah, me
physically can't.
either.
Jared, motherfucker. I definitely know him. It's never like I met a guy one night at Lily's and then I went home with him that night. Hell no.
Yeah,
Like
fuck.
it had to be
How did
I
you
knew him somewhat through somebody.
do that?
I mean, you would never do it with a guy, right, Jared?
Nah, just kidding. Definitely not.
Mhm.
What's it called? A few weeks ago, actually a few months ago at this point, I got hit on by at the bar by this chick, and like called me like I didn't think she was cute, but it caught me so off guard that like she's like, hey, like I thought you were really cute. I was wondering if I get your number, And I was like, I guess so. That was a very weird night. And her
Oh
mom was
my
there too. It
my
was so
face.
at one point she came up to me
Oh
and her mom was there too. Very uncomfortable situation for me. And her mom dropped the N-word too, which really caught me off guard.
no, really? That's
I was like,
crazy.
holy.
She wasn't singing, right? She just said it.
Oh no, she was not singing. And it wasn't with an A. She dropped hard R.
The hard R?
Oh yeah.
That's
We were like talking. I
crazy.
was wearing like a Pink Floyd shirt. She was asking me about all these music you like. I was like, oh, like honestly, I'm not like big into rap or anything. Like I like Beastie Boys, if anything. And then she's like, oh, do you like NWA? I was like, I think I know they are, but like I'm not really a big NWA fan. Yeah, of course. Like out of the blue. She's like, yeah, I don't really like insert word either. I was like, Jesus.
Oh my God.
So
Damn.
that was something. What was
I
it?
actually went out in Rockville Center last year and I was with like a few of my closest friends. One of them, he's a light skin and he's like the lightest light skin though, like you'll ever meet.
Mhm.
And we're all just dancing on the dance floor of Casey's. And most of the people were right there. But he's dancing, I'm dancing, and this lady had to be no younger than 30, but no older than like 40. She
Mhm.
goes up to him and she goes, "You dance great for a white boy." And he was like, "I'm black." And she ran away so fast. I was like, that's crazy. You're going to call someone out when you're white yourself. You're going to say you dance great for a
Who
white
says
boy. Like,
that? Who
what?
goes up and says that?
Also, that doesn't make sense. Everyone can dance well. Like, what? That was crazy at
I
Casey's.
can't
Not
dance well.
have,
I
but there,
confidently
you're,
dance bad.
it's not a white thing to not dance well. I don't think that,
No.
you know, it's
Look at
just
Mick
a culture
Jagger. That guy's got it going on.
thing.
No, I was gonna say, do you remember the girl? I didn't necessarily date her in high school, but basically,
Which one?
I was really there's like
Starting
one.
with which letter?
I'll just say she screamed at me in Anthro. I feel like you could probably put two and two together.
Oh yeah, this one
In the
is
middle
so.
of class, interrupting the teacher. I'm getting fucking chewed out by my girl at the time. In the middle of class.
You gotta give context on the class, not only class. So we're in Mr. Petshower's class. Love him, Mr. Petshower. Shout out the goat. We got our shit done. Did well on that test, whatever. But he was the type of teacher to be like, okay, like if today we're not learning because we already did enough another day, we're gonna be watching some videos on the smart board instead, and you guys can like finish up on other work while paying attention to the smart board. And so that class sometimes it would just be like all of us talking about whatever's going on, or like all of us like just all of us engaged in whatever like the whole class was doing, because it was a good class, like good group of people. No one was really annoying. But Jared and this girl had like sometimes I didn't know what to expect. I was always ready for either them to be lovey-dovey or them to hate each other. Jared pretty much neutral, depending what she wanted to do that day was gonna be the vibe for the whole day. And this girl, you definitely do.
Probably. You could say it after the name, not on the.
But you're good. I don't know what Jared did this day. I don't remember exactly. It was something where like he deserved a beating, but not in front of everybody else. Yeah, Jared, shut up. Like, I think you might have been with another girl or something, or I
I
don't
did
know.
not. We were
I don't
exclusive.
remember what you did.
I wouldn't have cheated on her.
You guys weren't dating.
No, I know,
And
but
I
we
don't
were
think
like.
you were being fully exclusive. I think you were still talking to other girls, but I'm not you, so I can't really say. But Jared did something that got her really, really mad. And I remember it was in the back of the class with Alex Ramirez and Emma right next to me. I
No,
think it
here's
was.
what happened.
I
I
think we
think
were
I
just.
remember. It was
Okay,
we were doing a project. It was like
go.
me, you, Riley, Emma, and her, and she wasn't
No, I
doing
wasn't part
dick.
of this.
I'm pretty sure she wasn't doing shit for the group project, and I called her out. I could be wrong though. Could be wrong. I might take this one on the chin. I
No,
hope
that's
this.
not what
I
happened.
will.
I was I was sitting in the bed. No, like
I don't know what
we were.
led to the
I
reaction.
remember I saw this from afar, and I remember me, Alex, and I were like we all went like this, right next to each other. But he got his ass like handed to him. Like she turned so red. Like she was already a little pale, so like red all over. Like was screaming at Jared. The whole class went quiet. I don't even. Did she like push you or anything? She didn't push you, right? Did she
Just
hit you?
straight
Did she
yelling.
smack you?
Could you imagine stopping the class to yell at this guy? Me?
And she was never the type to do that, though. That's what made it like if I was yelling at Jared, everyone would be like, oh, another day, Kat and Jared just fighting. But she wouldn't. That was the first time I ever heard her like yell in front of everyone. And it got quiet. It was really awkward after that. And just a series of Jared getting his ass beat in high school.
Yeah, sounds about right. I think there's any other crazy stories. I mean, there's probably hundreds of more stories of me being an ass in class.
There's so many stories.
I feel like our high school,
So much.
in general, but even like me in general, you could probably write a movie about me in high school. Honestly, me in college too. Like the bullshit I did is just stupid, crazy. The fact that I was a good student in school is honestly surprising.
I mean, you're not dumb. You're smart. I don't think that's surprising at all. But if your not lifestyle, if your daily actions like were to be a reflection of your grades, you wouldn't have passed high school. Like you would have failed by so much.
But I was just like, I was obnoxious. I was immature. I was just like an ass in class. That's the best way to put it.
You were just annoying. You were an ass. Like an ass is someone who's like a dick to you. You were just annoying because you're always. And if someone like if I wasn't in a mood to deal with you or like hang out or fight with you, I would give you the cold shoulder, and you'd be like, "All right, next," and you literally go to the next desk behind me to see if you can bother them.
I was what's it called? Some would say I would say attention whore is probably the best way to put it, and I still am now. I love attention.
Yeah.
I mean, what? I'm fucking starting a podcast just for more attention. But no, I think that kind of closes it up. Yeah, no, honestly, that's 100% true. Like, it's not about like I don't do that. I just want the companionship. I just need to find some girl to keep me in check because God knows I need to
find a long life companion.
I know. So yeah, taking applications for wife.
Taking applications.
Can you imagine? Like, I just get my DMs blown up by girls. No chance.
That's not
Who
happening.
do I think I am right now? I mean,
I don't know.
Some guy, but no, I think that kind of closes it up. Any other stories before we kind of call it quits for the day?
I don't have anything else. I'm sure there's a shit ton of more. And
No,
more
we'll
to
have to have
come,
you
but
on another time to
I
tell
think
more
we had
stories.
some
and shit.
good talks.
But yeah, it's Sunday football. The boys put in some parlays. Fucking
Oh my god.
hoping a prayer. We're donating to Vegas.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, Kathleen, thank you so much for coming on. You said you don't go by Kathleen really anymore?
No, I literally don't even. If someone says Kathleen, I don't even turn. Everyone just calls me Kat now. Kathleen is so not. I feel like Kat's also better. Like I don't look like a Kathleen. Kat's cool.
Kathleen's a good name.
But
I don't know. I think you're underselling
like
yourself.
Kat. I think just because all I do is play volleyball, that no one's gonna say Kathleen, like in mid game. They'll say Kat.
It's like in hockey, no one uses their first name ever. So it's always the last name.
Just any sport.
And you add like an R or like an I on the end of everyone's name. But yeah, Kat, thanks so much for coming out. We'll have to have you on again soon. Maybe for episode.
Let me know.
Somewhere in the hundreds. Hopefully we'll be there soon. Or maybe 50s, 60s. Who knows? That's sooner than 100.
Hundreds? You haven't even 50 yet.
Well, we're
That's
gonna hit
funny.
50 in the next
Yeah.
6 weeks.
Thanks for having me. I hope the next time I'm here, I have a Sunday Chirp bucket hat. That'd be really cool.
Ooh, that'd be a cool thing to do. We'll have to look into
Mhm.
those. But yeah,
Yep.
otherwise, cheers, boys and girls.
Alrighty,
Have a good
guys.
one.
Hope your parlays hit. Have a great